What's up, everybody? Welcome to DCUO Source and their DCUO commentary. Bringing you actually a 2-for-1 special here today with you guys. This is the new Legends and PvP regular arena map, the Inner Sanctum map here. This is my first couple of matches here. Grouped up with my buddy Smokey from Replacements, and we decided to come in here and run them both. First off, I want to state Bane probably not the best choice for playing in a match where you have to capture 2 nodes, just because it's going to be a little slow getting up there. That being said, though, I mean, it's a fun map. It is a fun map to play. It definitely it feels more like it's a 1v1 map for 4 players, though. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to find yourself fighting on both these nodes against one other person the vast majority of the time in here, to either contest them or hold on to one so you can keep your points going up. Definitely fun maps. Definitely fun maps. Not really sure on what kind of strategies you could run yet with these. Only other than the fact that having a healer in here for the regular arenas is, obviously a benefit, as you'll actually see here in the next video. But yeah, this is a new map that came with Update 21. I also forgot to mention yesterday in my announcement that the update was going live yesterday that they also introduced Hal Jordan and Sinestro onto the marketplace for Legends. I've run into a couple of Hal Jordans and Sinestros past in a few matches today. They seem very powerful. I think Hal Jordan's airstrike that he calls in, I think that's what it is. I think that's a little bit too spammable, to be honest with you. Had one guy who was constantly just like calling that in. Of course, then again, he was block breaking from a distance, and brawling is probably not the best. Like this right here too. You pick up the Batmobile and throw it around in there. But yeah, brawling is not the best ranged weapon to be putting block breakers out on ranged targets. Trust me, I know this quite personally. But still, seems a lot of fun. So does Sinestro. I've only saw a couple of them, but they definitely looked a lot of fun to play. Am I going to pick them up? Probably not, because I'm not a huge fan of spending $10 or spending the same amount of money that I would on DLC content for a Legends character. That's just me. Hoping they reduce the prices on these things. I mean, yeah, I know we just had a sale and all that, but I really think they should be reduced. They should reduce the prices on Legends characters for this. If not that, but sell them both. Sell them. I actually made a suggestion on the DCUO Sourcecast. Sell them. $6 or $7 each, and $10 for 2. Sell them in a pack. That would be cool. Just tossing that out there as an idea. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. Moving on, though, I know this isn't exactly the map everybody was looking for, but this is the map they used at the SOE Live tournament. And so, they already had this map done, and that's the map we got. As for future maps, obviously, I want to see Oan Science Cells 4v4 and a Sunstone Matrix 5v5 map. I think those would be beast. Straight team deathmatch maps with no buffs or jump pads in there. If they want to toss a pillar in there, don't have to for the line of sight cheesers. That's fine too. If they want to do something like that, but just those maps alone on their own way they are, I think would be perfect. Speaking of that, though, the post I have on the official forums, link in the description below, is actually doing pretty well. It's up to 4 pages now. It's got total of 40 positive votes to the 42 people that have voted on it. So, a couple of douchebags decided to vote it down. Why you would vote that down, I have no idea. People stating wanting some more objective-based maps in there. We've actually got a lot of those already. I can see where they're coming from with that, but a lot of people would like to see this straight team deathmatch map, and I'm glad to see that this post is doing well on the forums. It's one of the rare ones that has any positive votes on it at all. But yeah, if you guys haven't stopped by there yet, please stop by. Even if you're not really that big into PvP, if you like me, just stop by there and show some support for that for me. I'd really appreciate that. But as in regards to like future maps we're going to get, I mean, obviously, we got this 2v2 inner for Legends and for regular arenas, which I think is a good thing. They gave it to for regular arenas also. But a lot of people have been talking about the new ISIS map, wanting to see that for regular arenas, and I think that is an awesome idea, and I'm almost positive we're probably going to end up seeing that because like they said, they like to reuse maps that they already have. I mean, because honestly, as much as I want to see Oan and Sunstone Matrix, I don't want them pulling people off of working on DLC 6, 7, or 8 to get those done. Here is the regular arena map. Now, this match was a lot more interesting. It's a little bit longer too than I thought it was going to be, simply because of the fact the other team we end up queuing in against here, they had a healer, which made for some fun, made for some interesting gameplay, especially with the way this guy was playing. He was spec'd for well, you'll see. I'm not going to run it too much for you, but so there's that. In regards to some other stuff, especially around PvP and all that, I've seen a lot of responses from everybody talking about, responses to, I'm not going to get into everything I said, but I'm just going to get into the main message behind my video when I was talking about expanding leagues and everything. And I think that a lot of people kind of missed out or misunderstood what I meant by saying, expand your leagues to expand the community. When I talk about expanding the league, all right, because I actually saw somebody say this, I'm not talking about, expanding your league by stealing people from other people's leagues. That's poaching's lame as hell. My honest opinion about that, poaching actually kind of killed the way leagues work in this game, to be honest with you. Was not pleased with the way some things went down over a year ago in regards to the way some leagues got formed and ended up coming together. But yeah, I mean, the best way to expand your league is not to poach other players, and force possibly force another league to fall apart. That's not the best way to do it. That's not the only way to do it. Because quite honestly, if you're gonna, you gotta look at it this way. You go to, and you are actually able to steal a member of a league from another league, into yours. What does that say about their loyalty? I mean, and granted, yeah, this is just a game and all that, but I mean, loyalty does have a lot to do with, how people react to each other and get along in this game. Granted, this is my, I've replaced this in the second league I've ever been in, but I mean, compared to a lot of people, that is a very small number. I mean, I know there are some people on this game that can't count how many leagues they've been in on one hand. Some of them can't even count how many they've been on both hands. And I don't know exactly where that all comes from. Main reason why I went to replacements was because I wanted to be able to still play with the friends that I had in Meta Justice, and some of them had already moved on to the replacements, and that was the main reason why I went over to the replacements, is because I wanted to be able to still play with my friends. My buddies Misty E, SSJ Carlos especially, both those guys, they're my boys. I've been playing this game with them, especially Carlos. I've been playing this game with him since launch. And now, we're in replacements. We're still playing together. I mean, are we in the same group every night? No, we're not. But I mean, that's cool because we like to switch it up. I mean, I like building up some kind of a relationship or friendships with some of these other guys here in the replacements, and building up that chemistry that I was talking about before too. So we're not just running the exact same group every night. It's a lot more fun that way. It brings a lot different game styles and way you play to it. You get to understand how other people play and all that, and you guys start to coalesce into a good, strong team. So I mean, that's why I think people should do it. But I'm not talking about some leagues. I mean, because honestly, I've seen a lot of very good, strong PvP, especially on the villain side, strong villain PvP leagues over the past year come together and then fall apart. Because they either lose one person or somebody in there has a falling out with somebody else. And absolutely no effort whatsoever made by any of those leagues to expand themselves to keep their league alive. They've just decided to, okay, well, this league's falling apart. Let's go. I'm just gonna leave this league because it's ass now. Because we lost this guy, or this guy quit playing, or this guy left because this guy, he got in an argument with this other guy. They've just flat out fallen apart. So then they end up quitting, disband the league or whatever, and then like maybe a week or two down the road, they end up putting the same another league together, maybe with a couple of different members in there, and it's just a vicious cycle. It just keeps repeating itself, and that's why a lot of the villains, some of the top villains on the PvP side, have ended up going into One Piece, because One Piece is actually, it's been hanging in there. It's been sticking around, and that's the main reason why it has, in my opinion. Not a slight against those guys at all, but the main reason why One Piece has stuck around so long is because they've had all these people that have been in these failed leagues come and join them. And that's good. I mean, honestly, I think that's a good. I mean, One Piece is picking these guys up. I think that's a good thing. But on the other hand, it's like killing the competitive groups that could be put together on the villain side, especially. Now, that's not saying that there aren't other leagues out there on the villain side. There are. One Up immediately comes to mind, simply because those guys they've been putting the PvP community on their backs, as far as I'm concerned, especially on the villain side, because they've got a group every night, and they're like queuing from sometimes as early as 6 o'clock in the evening on, syncing up against other leagues and all that, or just straight up queuing in their arenas. Other leagues that I see are doing it too is Soldiers of Light too, especially those guys. Almost every single night they've had a group together. They've come across some difficulties here the past week or so, but I got a feeling that they'll get everything worked out with them. I really hope they do. Hoping some people can see past some disagreements in there and basically kind of come to a middle ground on their stances, basically. But there's other leagues too out there. They're trying to regularly put groups together. Lick My Crit, cute name. Uncensored, but those are both hero groups. I mean, you're not really seeing that much from the villain side in regards to competitive groups. It's mostly the hero side, and it's either One Up or it's One Piece on the villain side. If I forgot any villain leagues out there that are syncing queues up regularly, I do apologize. I did not leave you out intentionally. It's just those are the two names that come immediately in mind, simply because they're always there, and those are the ones I see all the time. Especially with One Up, but when I'm talking about expanding your league, I'm not talking about stealing people from other people's leagues. That's not how you're gonna. You may expand your league that way, but you're not going to expand the community that way at all. All right, we're talking about expanding the PvP community as a whole. We're talking about bringing in outside people from our regular 50 plus people that may be on obscure website that's mainly controlled only by one freaking set group of people. That's basically what I'm talking about. Expand the community, not just your damn league, the community. Anyways, that's it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked the video, please do so by giving it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Until next time, y'all take care. Bye.